A multi-grade class brings together students and teachers while preparing better stages of development in a learning environment. So, a multi-grade classroom simply means that there is more than one grade in the room working independently or together, with each student working towards their individual curriculum goals for their grade level. They are learning simultaneously, both together and apart. So, a multi-grade schools combine students of different ages and abilities in one classroom. They take a variety of organizational forms, ranging from a grouping of several formal grade divisions under the direction of one teacher. So, let us further explore the history of multigrade. So, the first forms of schooling throughout the world were commonly multigrade, where students of different ages and in different grades were taught together in the same classroom by the same teacher. The adaptation of a lockstep single grade structure of schooling dates from the middle of the 19th century. So a multi-grade school were the first kind of schools in North multi-grade school were the first kind of schools in North America. The one-room schoolhouse was the most common model of a formal education programs for elementary school children before the 1880s. So in the Philippines, the first mission schools were organized as multi-grade schools. Single grade schooling was introduced during the early 90s by the Americans. Multi-grade schools were organized as a matter of necessity for remote barangays. Aside from the limited enrollment, the distance of barangays to a school, teacher shortage, lack of funds for school buildings and other facilities also led to the organization of multi-grade schools in the different parts of the country. And now, let me share to you the pros and cons or the advantages or the disadvantages of multigrade. First, we have students' performance. So, student can develop healthier social relationships, positive attitudes, and enhance leadership, organization, listening, sharing, and many other important skills. Next, we have easy to use. Teachers can create effective syllabus and curriculums plans for students. Next, we have improved learning. Problem solving, higher level thinking, and learning methods develop at an earlier point with multi-grade classrooms simply because of the immersion experience that brings students together. And next, we have student and teacher relationship. So, a single teacher or the group of teachers responsible for the multi-grade classroom typically stays with the same students until they graduate to the next level. This garners the opportunity for students to work with the same teachers for several years instead of having to meet new teachers at the beginning of each new school year. Next, we have pre-learning and reteaching. Students are continuously exposed to reteaching as they listen and benefit from lessons that are being taught. Students are also exposed to pre-teaching. This both prepares and stimulates the young student thinking. And lastly, we have better classroom management and organization. So the teacher can teach two or more grades at the same time. And here are the disadvantages of multi-grade. So first, we have a multi-grade system is difficult to implement in large schools with a heavy population. Textbook in use for teaching only meet the need for monograde teaching schools practicing. Multigrade teaching often suffer from inadequate material resources. And we have in remote areas, teachers' passivity, irregularity, ill planning and non-accountability and engagement in non-academic pursuits create and maintain a low school profile. Next, we have some students, especially the higher grade level, may not be listening to the teacher while discussing because they maybe already know the topic. And aside from that, we have here the Philippine law and the DepEd order about multi-grade. So, on November 14, 1997, DepEd Order 96, Section 1997, it states the policies and guidelines in the organization and operation of multi-grade classes. Next, we have on May 17, 2020, DepEd Order 63, Section 2010, enhancing DepEd Order Number 81, Section 2009, strengthening the implementation of the multi-grade education program in Philippine education. And on June 15, 2012, DepEd ordered 52, Section 2012, guidelines on the utilization of financial support for the multi-grade schools. Next, we have on September 8, 2021, DepEd Order 36, Section 2021, guidelines on the release, utilization, monitoring, and reporting of program support funds for multi-grade schools for calendar year 2021. And lastly, we have February 15, 2018, IDEPED Order 8, Section 2008, guidelines on the utilization of the 2018 financial support for multi-grade schools. And that will be all. Thank you.